Hello, dear students. I am taking a second lecture for a EL 3501, okay, about field effect transistor amplifier. Today we will see the basic construction of a field effect transistors. Then we will see the characteristics of field effect transistor. The first topic is a basic construction of a field effect transistor. Construction of a field effect transistors. In last lecture, we have seen the difference between field effect transistors and bipolar junction transistor. Today, let us discuss basic construction. Already I have discussed basic construction, but just for the continuation of the lecture, I am discussing again. In a field effect transistors, the lightly doped, this is your lightly doped N-type semiconductor material is diffused in a P-type, this is called bulk or substrate on which you are fabricating the field effect transistor. So in this you diffuse your N-type material. This is N-type material. In this N-type material, heavily doped P-type concentration is diffuse. So this is your heavily doped P-type material is diffused into N-type. Now, at the two end of this N channel, you made ohmic contact. This contact, one contact is known as a drain, second contact is known as a source, and this is called gate. This is called drain, so I am writing D here. This is called source, so I am writing S here. So it has a three terminal: gate, drain and source. So what is the source? Source is a terminal through which charge carrier enter into the channel. This is called channel. Channel is the place through which charge carrier is passing. So here charge carrier enter, so it is called source. Charge carrier is coming out, it is called drain, and this is your channel. Okay. Now third terminal is called gate. This is your gate, which control this flow, which control the flow of the charge carrier. This is called gate. So it has a three terminal: gate, drain and source. And this is a symbol we have seen in the last lecture. This is a symbol of a N-channel FET. And last lecture I told you the source at the gate, this arrow indicate direction of current when gate is in forward bias. But we know that gate is always kept in a reverse bias in a field effect transistor, remember. So this arrow shows direction of current when this is in forward bias, when this is forward bias. Okay. Just for more clarity, so what is P-type? This is called your N channel. This is your N-channel FAT. In P-type, your structure is like this. This is your N-type bulk, or it is called substrate. In this end, you diffuse your P-type material. This is a P-type material. This is diffuse your P-type material. This diffuse your P-type material. In this P-type, you diffuse your this N-type material. Again, this is your substrate in which you diffuse your P-type material. In this P-type, you diffuse N-type material. This is called gate. One end of this is known as a drain, for this is your channel. Another end is known as a source. This is your channel. See, this is channel. Which material you use? P-type. So it is called P-type field effect transistor. You get. And symbol of this, the symbol of drain, source, gate, this is P-channel FAT. So this is called basic construction of a field effect transistor. Remember, this is heavily doped. Gate is always heavily doped. Gate is heavily doped. This is lightly doped. Okay. Now I am discussing the characteristics of field effect transistor. So what is characteristics means? Characteristics is relation between the current and voltage. So from the, remember one thing, from the characteristics you can get the idea about application of field effect transistor. So I am showing you the circuit diagram to obtain the input. It is better to say circuit diagram to obtain output characteristics and transfer characteristics of field effect transistors. So this is the circuit diagram I am showing you. Here you have to connect the current meter. You know this is your drain, this is the source. So I have to write here ID current meter. This is your voltmeter that measure the voltage between drain and source. Here I want to connect your another voltmeter, VGS. You may have question why you are not connecting the current meter here. We know that gate is always operated in a reverse bias, so no current is flowing in this section. In this section no current is flowing, so no need to connect any current meter here. Now here negative I am connecting, plus because we know that FAT is always operated in a reverse bias. So this is your negative voltage. Remember, with the help of potentiometer you can change this voltage. Here I am again connecting potentiometric circuit to vary the VDS voltage. Here I am connecting plus, here minus. This is your N channel FAT. We have seen electron is going like this, current will flow in opposite directions. So I am showing in this way. Now look here, this is called correct circuit diagram to obtain output characteristics and transfer characteristics. So what is output characteristics? The relation between drain current and drain to source voltage for a given VGS is called output characteristics, or it is called drain characteristics. The relation between drain current and drain to source voltage for a given value of VGS is called output characteristics, or it is called drain characteristics. The relation between drain current and gate to source voltage is called transfer characteristics. The graph of drain current versus gate to source voltage for a given value of VDS is called transfer characteristics. Let us see how we can obtain these characteristics. Very simple. First, I want to take the drain characteristics. Drain, or it is called output characteristics. Keep the VGS 0. I am giving the VGS 0 voltage. So 0 means what? You can switch off this power supply. You can switch off this power supply, means VGS is 0. Now, I am changing this VDS in a suitable step and corresponding drain current is noted. I am changing this VDS with the help of this potentiometer. I am changing this in a suitable step and corresponding drain current is measured. Okay. The graph of drain current versus VDS is shown in figure. So I am showing you drain current versus VDS graph. VDS, here your drain current versus VDS. So I am changing this value, noting this for VGS 0. So my graph is like this, I am getting like this. So I am getting such kind of the graph. And look here, as I increase the VDS, your drain current increases. As I increase the VDS, as I increase this VDS, your drain current increases. At certain value of the VDS, your drain current will be saturated. Here needs develop. You can say needs develop. Your drain current is saturated. The voltage at which your drain current is saturated or needs develop, it is called pinch off voltage. What is called pinch off voltage? I have written pinch off voltage. Again, this is your kept 0 voltage. As I increase the VDS, drain current is increases. At certain value of VDS, your drain current is saturated. The voltage of the VDS at which drain current is saturated is called pinch off voltage. Again I increase the VDS. After this I increase the VDS. There is a little increase in this, and beyond certain limit, avalanche effect is observed. You must have studied avalanche and Jenner effect. Beyond this, if you increase, then there is a breakdown, or you can say fat will be destroyed. There is a possibility. This is your taken for VGS is equal to 0 volt. This is your taken for VGS is equal to 0. Now, if I keep VGS is equal to minus 0.5, I am giving this voltage minus, the negative you connect, so it is called minus. So this minus 0.5 voltage. Now again I am increasing VDS and note down the and corresponding drain current is measured, then graph. The graph of the similar shape is obtained, but it is shifted in a downward direction. As I keep the VGS minus 0.5, this is a negative. This is a negative. Means this voltage is negative. Now I increase the VDS in a suitable step and corresponding drain current is measured. Then graph of ID versus VDS is as shown in figure. I am changing VDS from 0 up to avalanche. Similar shape is obtained, but it is shifted down. It is shifted down. Again I am keeping this is minus 1 volt, and again I am vary the VDS and ID. Same, you can say, same shape is obtained, but graph is shifted down. So for a different value of the, you can say, VGS, if you increase the VDS and note down this, you will get such kind of the characteristics. This is called your output characteristics, or you can say drain characteristics. What it is called? Drain characteristics. Now we have to understand why you are getting like this. What the reason? What the reason? Why it is shifted down? That I am discussing. Look here. What I am discussing just now. Why it is shifted down. Why it is shifted down, that I am discussing. Look, this is your basic cross section of a FieldWave transistor. Let me draw the bigger one. I want to discuss why this graph is shifted down. See, these are basic cross sections we have discussed just now. This is we have written your bulk, or it is called substrate, and we have written P. This is I am discussing for N channel. Okay. Now here is your capped. This is your channel, N channel. This is called gate, P type material. This is a gate. This is a drain, and this is the source. Look here, drain is capped here. Look here, this drain is capped to the positive supply. Drain is capped to the positive supply. So this drain I am keeping at the positive supply, plus your current meter you have kept, plus and minus. This is a positive, and negative you have connected to this negative, you connected. See, this negative you connected, negative. So this voltage I am writing VDS, I am not showing here VDS. Now, this is your zero, this is your zero voltage, this is your zero voltage. As you increase this voltage, your current increases. As you increase this voltage, as you increase this voltage, as you increase this voltage, your current increases, this current increases. What is the reason? Here it is a free electron. So under the influence of this electric field here, under the influence of here electric fields, under the influence between these two electric fields, this electron will go here and you will get the current in this direction, like this. Okay. Now, if I keep this in minus 0.5 volt, gate is in reverse bias, this gate is in reverse bias, so here depletion layer is produced, here depletion layer is produced, you can see like this depletion layer is produced here. Here it is a positive ion, immobile positive ion will be like this, immobile positive ion, and here immobile negative ion will be there. Here this is your gate. Here layer of this is called layer, depletion layer is what form. In this n-type material, immobiles, positive ion will be formed here. And here p-type material, negative ion is formed. So initially when this was 0, at the time this much width is available for the charge carrier to flow. Now, if you keep the minus 1 volt, minus 0.5, minus 1, due to this depletion layer, your width is reduced, or width of the, only this much width is available for the electron to go here. Electron will go only from this much path. Initially, entire path is available when this was 0. Now as you give the minus 0.5, due to this depletion layer, this width is decreases. As a result, this electron, less number of electron will go here. Less number of electron will go here. So, less number of electron will go, drain current decreases from this point to this point. So again, as you increase this voltage, minus 1, minus 1.5 volt, minus 2, you can see here. You can see this is
minus 1, minus 1.5, 1, minus 2.
You can see here this VGS is 0, VGS is minus 0.5, minus 1, minus 1.5, minus 2 voltage, means your drain current decreases. As this voltage increases, this depletion layer increases, so width it decreases, width of the conduction band, or sorry, not conduction, width of the conducting channel, I have to use the word. The width of the conducting channel decreases. As a result, your current decreases. You can see the current decreases. So, you may have questions. Is it possible to totally block the entire conduction channel? Yes. As you increase this voltage, minus 0.2, minus 0.3, this your width is totally close, you can say. It is totally close, you can say. It is totally close, so current will be 0. The voltage at which current is 0. The voltage at the gate source voltage, this is a negative voltage. As negative voltage increases, your drain current decreases. The negative voltage at the gate at which drain current will be 0. The voltage this at the value of this, when drain current is 0, So this voltage is called cutoff voltage. What is called cutoff voltage? You can verify this cutoff voltage is nothing but the pinch off voltage. So this is your, sometime we are writing like this also. This voltage and this voltage are nearly same. So remember one thing, in these output characteristics, as you increase the VDS, your drain current increases. At certain value of the VDS, your current will be saturated. This is called saturated current. This value, the value of VDS at which current is saturated, is called pinch off voltage. After this, as you increase the VDS, current, there is a little increase in current takes place and avalanche effect is observed. If you do not know avalanche effect, then we will discuss what is the avalanche effect. Now, again, you increase the -1 voltage, -0.5, -1, your drain current decreases. You can see here. At certain value of the gate source voltage, your drain current is 0. It is called your, you can say, it is called cutoff. What is called cutoff voltage? Now, we'll take the transfer characteristics. What in transfer characteristics? Keep your drain to source voltage, say, more than Vp actually more than, so for your understanding I am giving the 5 volt. It should be keep more than Vp. Now vary the VGS voltage and not down the drain current. VGS you can give 0, so this is a maximum. Then -0.5, -1, -1.5, then this decreases, drain current decreases, means you will get such kind of the graph. This is a VGS, this is a drain current. When VGS is 0, your drain current is maximum. As this voltage increases, as this is increases, then drain current decreases. So I'll show your graph is like this. At certain value of the VGS, your drain current here is what? 0 at this point. At this point, drain current 0. The voltage of the gate and source, voltage between gate and source at which drain current is 0, that is called VGS cutoff voltage. What is called VGS cutoff voltage? This is called transfer characteristics. This is called transfer characteristics. So we have seen the two characteristics. One is called output characteristics, second is called transfer characteristics. Both is very useful to calculate the parameter of the field effect transistors. From parameters we can calculate gain of the field effect transistors amplifier circuit. Look here. Actually here I want to keep the end of the lecture, but I will revise what same thing in the next third lecture. Look here. Yes, this is your Vp. Okay. Here this region is called channel ohmic region. Only this region. Sir, why? It follows the what? Ohm's law. Voltage increases, current increases. So channel ohmic region. So this region, I'm saying channel ohmic region Why? Channel ohmic region. It follow the Ohm's law. It follow the Ohm's law. So what about this region? See, here almost constant. So that's why this is a pinch off region. Pinch off region. This region is called pinch off region. This is your channel ohmic region. This is your pinch off region. Both has importance. Here you can see the different application of field effect transistors. If you operate your FAT here, you can get the different type of the circuit. For amplifier purpose, FAT should be operated in this region. FAT should be operated in these regions. So, in this lecture, we have seen the why your drain current reduces as you increase the negative voltage. Remember, most important for Viva voice. So why the field effect transistor, why the FAT is known as a field effect transistor? I use the word field effect. Field effect. Reason is that due to this electric field here, the current is controlled. Due to the field produced at the gate, your drain current is controlled. So therefore this device is called field effect transistor. Again, Viva voice question. In Viva we are asking sometime why the name is derived field effect transistor. The field associated at the gate in a FET, the field associated in a gate in a FET control the drain current. Due to this reason, this device is known as a field effect transistor. This device is known as a field effect transistor, and in short, it is called FET. Here I am keeping end of the today lectures.